Alright, so these are my Avian-X honker decoys. I just flocked the tail of this one. So that's the flock tail. This one's sanded, because you gotta sand them before. And that is what they come out when they're new. That's what they kind of look like. This one here, the tail. The heads are flocked, but not the tail. So right now, I am flocking the tails. Got these ones are finished. So this one's got a flock tail here. Hey guys, Steve here. So I'm just fixing up some decoys. What I like to do in the summer before the goose season is to fix any flocking on my decoys, like the black flocking. These ones are the Avian-X honkers, and this one I sanded the tail because you gotta sand them before flocking. This is what they come like when you buy them. Tails are not flocked. So I'm going to show you today quickly how I do that. So you grab a piece of sandpaper, sand it. Pretty straightforward. I did a few without sanding, and the glue or the Tremclat paint, it doesn't stick on at all. You really do have to sand them, or when they're used, just by using them in the field, they're kind of automatically sanded. They get roughed up, and the way they sit too in the decoy bags, they sit this way, so your tails is always what kind of gets damaged. Alright, so what I use and what I bought is the GHG FFD Elite Flocking Kit. You can buy just like the individual flocking, just little black powder elsewhere, but I couldn't really find it online, so I just bought these. I ran out, these came with glue. I ran out of glue, so what I'm using now is I just bought some Tremclad flat black paint, so I'm using that as my glue base. So once I get it sanded, I just basically paint the tail black, and then I'll just sprinkle some flocking powder on it, and then that's basically it. So pretty simple and straightforward. Just a little bit of extra work that makes your decoys look a little bit more realistic, and the black does pop out more in the field. Okay. Powder on it, give it a quick shake, throw a bit more. I just use the tote so I'm not wasting my powder, and I can reuse it after. And then there you go. And then so this is one layer, but if you really want to get into it, you can do the same thing, do 2 layers. Or every year you can kind of add a layer. It just looks good. Just gonna put a bit of paint on this one. Does take a while to redo, you know, a whole spread if you're doing heads and tails. But if you, like each summer, you kind of do a little bit or do the worst ones, you know, by every fall you'll have really good looking decoys. There you go. Now I just gotta let them dry overnight, and then tomorrow I can bag them or do a second later. Just gonna keep doing a few more while I have the kit open and make a mess. So sorry for the construction noise. These are flocked already because I did them last year. But when you buy these new, they don't have flock tails. The AXP Avian-X's only flocked heads. So yeah, they're putting in grass and sod on the neighbor's house, neighbor's property.